Finding True Colors. Setting: Willow Creek. It was a bright Saturday afternoon in Willow Creek, a small town known for its picturesque parks and friendly community. The sun poured through the windows of a cozy apartment, but the heavy curtains kept the light at bay. Alex, a 34-year-old software developer, stirred awake at 12:45 p.m., groggy from a late-night gathering with friends. He loved his life in the city, having moved here for college and never looking back. Alex had a close-knit circle of friends, mostly women, and he cherished his relationship with his girlfriend, Maya. They had been dating for 6 months, but recently Alex had felt a growing distance between them. While he cared deeply for Maya, he struggled with his own identity, which he had kept hidden for years. After preparing a quick breakfast, Alex stepped onto the balcony with a steaming cup of coffee. He enjoyed watching the neighborhood kids play soccer in the park across the street. Among them was Rohan, a new student who had just moved to Willow Creek to pursue engineering. Alex felt an inexplicable connection to Rohan. He admired his enthusiasm and energy. Just as Alex was lost in thought, there was a knock at the door. It was Maya, carrying bags filled with groceries. She entered quietly and headed straight to the kitchen without saying much, her demeanor suggesting she was upset. Concerned, Alex followed her and asked what was wrong. Maya finally turned to him, tears in her eyes. "Do you really love me?" she asked, her voice trembling. Alex quickly reassured her that he did, but sensed that something deeper was bothering her. They sat down for breakfast together, but the tension lingered. Maya expressed her frustration about their lack of intimacy. Despite their months together, they hadn't taken their relationship to that level. Alex felt trapped. He loved Maya but wasn't ready to confront his own feelings about his sexuality. After breakfast, they decided to go out to clear the air. They headed to Willow Creek Mall to catch a movie. Maya wanted to see an action film featuring her favorite actor, while Alex preferred an indie romance that explored LGBTQ+ themes. Eventually, he relented and agreed to watch the action flick for her sake. After the movie, they bumped into Rohan at a coffee shop nearby. Maya introduced him as her cousin, and Alex felt an immediate spark of camaraderie with Rohan. They struck up a conversation about college life and shared interests in technology and gaming. As they chatted over coffee, Alex noticed how effortlessly Rohan made him laugh. For the first time in weeks, he felt genuinely happy. Maya watched from the sidelines, sensing an unspoken bond forming between the two. Later that evening, Maya suggested they spend some quality time together at home. However, when they returned to the apartment, Alex found himself distracted by thoughts of Rohan and their earlier conversation. As Maya tried to cuddle up next to him on the couch while watching TV, he pulled away gently. "Can we talk?" she asked softly. Alex sighed and knew this conversation was inevitable. He explained that he cared for her but wasn't ready for physical intimacy yet. Frustrated and hurt by his words, Maya left abruptly after expressing her feelings of inadequacy. Once alone, Alex felt relief wash over him but also guilt for hurting Maya. He reached for his phone to text Rohan but hesitated. Instead, he decided to pour himself a drink and reflect on his emotions. Later that night, after several drinks and some introspection about his identity as a gay man, something he had hidden even from himself, he finally mustered the courage to reach out to Rohan via text. The next morning brought clarity. Alex woke up determined to be honest with himself and those around him. He sent Rohan a message wishing him good morning and suggesting they meet up later that day. As they met at their favorite coffee shop later that evening, Alex felt nervous but excited about opening up to Rohan about who he truly was. They talked about everything from college experiences to their dreams for the future. "Do you ever feel like you're hiding part of yourself?" Rohan asked casually over coffee. Alex paused before answering honestly. "Yeah, I've been struggling with my identity for a long time." Rohan looked at him with understanding eyes. "You're not alone in this," he said gently. Their conversation deepened as Alex shared more about his journey of self-discovery and fear of acceptance from society and family. To his surprise, Rohan revealed that he had faced similar challenges growing up. As their connection grew stronger over time spent together, so did their friendship, transforming into something more profound yet unspoken. One day while hanging out at the park where kids often played soccer, Rohan turned serious. "I've been thinking. It's important for us to be true to ourselves." Alex nodded slowly but felt anxious about what this meant for their friendship, and possibly more. Before he could respond fully, Maya unexpectedly showed up at the park looking for Alex. She approached them cautiously and noticed how close they were standing together. "Hey," she said softly but with an edge of tension in her voice. "Hi," Alex replied awkwardly. Maya took a deep breath before addressing them both. "I've been doing some thinking too," she said slowly. "I realize now that I may have pushed you too hard." Rohan stepped back slightly as if sensing the emotional weight of the moment between them. "Maya," Alex started cautiously but found it difficult to express himself fully in front of both her and Rohan. "I just want you both to be happy," she continued earnestly before turning specifically toward Rohan. "And I can see how much you mean to each other." Alex felt relief wash over him as Maya acknowledged what had been brewing beneath the surface all along, the connection between him and Rohan. With newfound courage from this moment of honesty among them all, Maya included, Alex took Rohan's hand gently in his own as they shared smiles filled with understanding. "Thank you," he whispered softly while looking into Rohan's eyes. Both relieved yet hopeful about what lay ahead now that they could embrace their true selves without fear or shame. In that moment under Willow Creek's golden sun, a place where acceptance blossomed like flowers in springtime, Alex realized that love comes in many forms. It just takes time for hearts to find their true colors amidst uncertainty. As the sun began to set over Willow Creek, Alex, Rohan, and Maya found themselves at a crossroads. The air was thick with unspoken emotions and newfound understanding. Maya, despite her initial shock, showed remarkable strength and compassion. "I think we all need some time to process this," Maya said, breaking the silence. "Alex, I care about you and I want you to be happy. If that means being with Rohan, then I support you." Alex felt a wave of relief wash over him. "Maya, I'm sorry for not being honest with you sooner. You've been an amazing friend, and I hope we can continue to be in each other's lives." Rohan, who had been quiet, finally spoke up. "I never meant to come between you two. I've been struggling with my own identity for so long, and meeting Alex, it just felt right." The three of them decided to part ways for the evening, each needing time to reflect on the day's events. As Alex walked home alone, he felt a mix of emotions: relief, excitement, and a tinge of fear about what the future held. Over the next few weeks, Alex and Rohan began to explore their relationship openly. They went on dates, shared their hopes and dreams, and supported each other through the challenges of coming out to friends and family. Alex's parents, who lived in a small conservative town, were initially shocked when he told them about his sexuality and relationship with Rohan. His mother cried, and his father remained silent for what felt like an eternity. But as the days passed, they began to come around, realizing that their son's happiness was what mattered most. Rohan's family, on the other hand, had a more difficult time accepting the news. His traditional Indian parents struggled with the idea of their son being gay. Rohan faced the painful decision of whether to maintain his relationship with Alex or bow to family pressure. Meanwhile, Maya threw herself into her work and began attending LGBTQ+ ally support groups. She wanted to understand and support her friends better. Through these groups, she met new people and even started dating someone who appreciated her for who she was. As summer turned to fall, Willow Creek buzzed with excitement about the upcoming Pride Parade, the first in the town's history. Alex and Rohan decided to volunteer as organizers, seeing it as an opportunity to create visibility and acceptance in their community. The day of the parade arrived, bringing with it a mix of nerves and excitement. Rainbow flags lined Main Street, and people from all walks of life gathered to celebrate love in all its forms. As Alex and Rohan marched hand in hand, they were overwhelmed by the support they received from friends, co-workers, and even strangers. To their surprise, they spotted Maya in the crowd, holding a sign that read, "Love is love." She waved enthusiastically, genuinely happy for her friends. Next to her stood Alex's parents, who had driven hours to show their support for their son. The parade was a resounding success, marking a turning point for Willow Creek. It opened up conversations about acceptance and diversity that had long been avoided in the small town. In the months that followed, Alex and Rohan's relationship deepened. They moved in together, adopting a rescue dog named Buddy. They became active members of the local LGBTQ+ community, mentoring younger individuals who were struggling with their identities. Maya remained a close friend to both of them. She found her calling as a counselor for LGBTQ+ youth, using her experiences to help others navigate their journeys of self-discovery. 1 year after the first Pride Parade, Alex decided to take a big step. On a quiet evening walk through the park where they first connected, he got down on one knee and proposed to Rohan. With tears in his eyes, Rohan said yes. Their wedding was a beautiful celebration of love, attended by friends and family from all walks of life. Even Rohan's parents, who had initially struggled with acceptance, were there to support their son on his special day. As they exchanged vows, Alex and Rohan reflected on their journey, from hiding their true selves to embracing their identities and finding love. They knew that challenges lay ahead, but they were ready to face them together. The story of Alex and Rohan became an inspiration in Willow Creek and beyond. It showed that love knows no boundaries and that being true to oneself is the path to genuine happiness. Years later, as they sat on their porch watching the sunset, surrounded by friends and family, Alex and Rohan marveled at how far they'd come. From a chance meeting in a small town to building a life filled with love and acceptance, they had truly found their true colors and helped others find theirs along the way. As the years passed, Alex and Rohan's love story continued to unfold, touching lives and inspiring change in Willow Creek and beyond. 5 years into their marriage, they decided to expand their family. After careful consideration, they chose to adopt. The process was long and sometimes frustrating, but their patience was rewarded when they welcomed a 5-year-old girl named Zoe into their lives. Zoe, who had been in the foster system, was initially shy and reserved, but Alex and Rohan's love and patience slowly helped her open up. Their family's journey wasn't without challenges. Some parents at Zoe's school were hesitant about their daughter having 2 dads, but Alex and Rohan approached the situation with grace and openness. They organized a diversity day at the school, inviting various families to share their stories. This initiative not only helped Zoe feel more accepted, but also educated the community about different family structures. Meanwhile, Maya's career as an LGBTQ+ youth counselor flourished. She wrote a book about her experiences, which became a valuable resource for families navigating similar situations. Alex and Rohan supported her at every book signing, proud of how far their friend had come. Rohan's parents, who had struggled initially with their son's sexuality, underwent a remarkable transformation. They became advocates for LGBTQ+ rights within their Indian community, organizing support groups and educational seminars. Their journey of acceptance touched many lives and bridged cultural gaps. As Willow Creek's annual Pride Parade grew larger each year, Alex and Rohan remained actively involved. They worked tirelessly to ensure that the event was inclusive and accessible to all. Their efforts paid off when Willow Creek was recognized as one of the most LGBTQ-friendly small towns in the country. 10 years into their marriage, Alex and Rohan faced a new challenge. Alex's company offered him a promotion that would require moving to a larger city. The decision wasn't easy. They loved their life in Willow Creek, but the opportunity was too good to pass up. After many discussions, including talks with Zoe about how she felt, they decided to make the move. Leaving Willow Creek was bittersweet. The town had been the backdrop for their love story and had grown so much in terms of acceptance and diversity. Their going-away party was attended by what seemed like the entire town, a testament to the impact they had made on the community. In their new city, Alex and Rohan faced the task of building a new support system. They joined local LGBTQ+ organizations and quickly became active in their new community. Zoe, now a teenager, joined a youth group for children of same-sex parents, where she made close friends who understood her unique family dynamic. Rohan, inspired by their adoption experience, decided to change careers. He went back to school to become a social worker, specializing in LGBTQ+ youth and adoption services. His personal experience made him an invaluable asset in his new role, helping countless families navigate the adoption process. As Zoe grew older, she began to explore her own identity. She came out to her dads as bisexual when she was 16. Alex and Rohan were immensely proud of her courage and supported her unconditionally, drawing from their own experiences to guide her. 20 years after they first met, Alex and Rohan renewed their vows in a beautiful ceremony. The event was a celebration not just of their love, but of how far society had come. Among the guests were many young LGBTQ+ couples who saw Alex and Rohan as role models, proof that lasting love was possible. Their story caught the attention of a documentary filmmaker, who proposed creating a film about their life journey. Alex and Rohan agreed, seeing it as an opportunity to reach even more people with their message of love and acceptance. The documentary, titled True Colors, premiered at a major film festival and went on to win several awards. As they entered their golden years, Alex and Rohan reflected on their incredible journey. From the scared young men hiding their true selves to confident, loving parents and community leaders, they had come so far. They had faced discrimination, overcome obstacles, and helped pave the way for greater acceptance. Zoe, now an adult with a successful career in human rights law, often told them how their courage had shaped her life and inspired her work. She was engaged to her longtime partner, and Alex and Rohan were thrilled to be planning another wedding. In their retirement, Alex and Rohan didn't slow down. They started a foundation to support LGBTQ+ youth, particularly those in small towns like Willow Creek. They traveled the country, sharing their story and offering hope to those still struggling with their identity. On their 40th anniversary, surrounded by friends, family, and the many lives they had touched over the years, Alex and Rohan looked at each other with the same love and admiration they had felt on that day in the park so many years ago. Their journey had not always been easy, but it had been authentic, filled with love, and true to who they were. As the sun set on another beautiful day, Alex squeezed Rohan's hand and whispered, "We really did find our true colors, didn't we?" Rohan nodded, his eyes filled with happy tears. Their story was a testament to the power of love, acceptance, and being true to oneself, a legacy that would continue to inspire generations to come.